It's my pleasure now to introduce to you the Awards Committee Chair, Mr. Albert Polman. Albert, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
Now, MRS has a number of significant and highly respected awards. So let's talk about the importance of recognizing achievement within the MRS Awards.
Yeah, so that is exactly what it is. It's recognizing achievement, recognizing excellence within MRS. And so in that sense, the awards are very, very important. And what is nice is MRS has a very broad portfolio of awards, all the way going from students and postdocs to more senior MRS members. And it's really a very important part of MRS.
It sure is, obviously, to be recognized by your peers. You yourself, you won the Innovation in Materials Characterization Award. So what type of an impact does that have on someone's career when they win a prestigious award?
Well, it's very important because people get to see the work you're doing. It helps you advertise the work you're doing, get other people interested in your work. In our case, it led to new collaborations with other MRS members. So in many aspects, it's important.
Well, let's talk a little bit about how someone goes about winning an MRS award. Who can nominate a person? Who can be nominated? And what happens to someone once they are nominated?
Yes, so it's a very open procedure, right? You can see on the MRS website what awards there are, what the procedure is. Anybody can be nominated by anyone for an MRS award. And then we have subcommittees composed of about 5 specialists for every award that review all the nominations that are sent in and then in the end decide what is the winner for that particular award, which of course in the end is decided by the board of MRS.
So it's a pretty easy process.
It's very open. You can find the rules, the guidelines. Yeah, as I said, it's very open procedure.
How long does the process take once someone is nominated to an award? Is it a year-long process? Who does the vetting?
Yeah, so the next upcoming deadline, for example, is April 1st for some awards, and then the nominations will be reviewed just before the summer and in the summer, and the awards will then be granted at the fall meeting next year.
And final question, Albert, tell me about the diversity of candidates and also keeping this multicultural and people from all different countries and walks of life can win these awards.
Right, and that's incredibly important.
Sure.
And that's something we should work on all together to make sure that the nominations that we receive reflect diversity of MRS membership in terms of gender, national, international. And that is very important to realize. And in the United States, there is much more of a nomination culture, nominate your colleague, than in many countries elsewhere in the world.
Why is that?
And well, that's an interesting cultural difference there is. There's much to say about that. But for now, it's important also to tell our international colleagues, nominate your colleagues and make sure that all the diversity of MRS is represented.
Very good. Awards Committee Chair Albert Polman, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks very much.
We appreciate it.
Okay.